I highly recommend you to subscribe to my channel and also leave a like. Thank you.
So, what's going on, guys? Yesterday I suppose we did introduction to physics. We will dealing with many subjects later, but let me just extend our topic. We were doing introduction to light. Now we have to do main subject. Okay, the main subject of this chapter. Okay, so we'll start with reflection of light. I remember I said that it reflects an object reflects that bat or that water bottle reflects rays which form an image on retina, and I said retina in the next chapter. Right now into reflection. Okay, so I said it reflected. For example, this is that water bottle. I'm not having it right now. So this is the water bottle. Light rays come and reflect. So what is happening? Well, this is the light ray. This is what you call water bottle. So here comes the light rays. It reflects back. So what can be the definition for this reflection? This reflection, we can simply say the definition as the phenomenon, or simply the bouncing back of light rays after striking uh, an object into the same medium. If you are not able to understand, I will repeat again. Now what happens is, no, simply the bouncing back of light. Okay, this is the light ray, this is the hand. It's bouncing back of light rays after striking um, an object. After striking an object, light rays. The bouncing back of light rays after striking an object into the same medium. Now these light rays were traveling in air, and they got bounced back into the same medium, that is air. The medium was air. They, after all reflection, they were in air. And the light rays were in air. So I think you got it. If you are not able to get it, please let me know in the comments below. I'll improve my method. Okay, so this was quite simple, the definition of reflection. Next topic come laws of reflection. Now laws of reflection, there are two laws of reflection. Everyone knows, you've done it in 8th class. First is angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection, and angle of all three rays lie on the same plane, right? But there is another thing that lie on that plane, that is the point of incidence. What is point of incidence? Let's look on point of incidence through a diagram. So here we are having a diagram for the reflection of the laws of reflection. This is a diagram for laws of reflection, and it's time for a tip for fetching marks. Whenever an examiner asks you a question of what are the laws of reflection, state the laws of reflection, you should draw this diagram. It makes the answer look attractive. So now this is incident ray, normal ray, reflected ray. So this incident ray is the ray which gets reflected by the smooth surface. Reflected ray, the ray which is reflected by the smooth surface. So wait a minute, I think I've got it wrong. So the ray of light which strikes the smooth surface is known as this incident ray, and the ray of light which is bounced back from the smooth surface is known as reflected ray. Normal ray is used to we draw normal ray to measure this angle of incidence and angle of reflection. I think my day is not good today, that's why I'm not able to explain it properly. So but I think you are getting my points. Okay, so now I said about the point of incidence. What is the point of incidence? Now where all these three rays meet is known as the point of incidence. That means this point. Okay, so this is called the point of incidence. Here these three lines meet, and it also lie on this smooth surface, this plane, right? So the second law is incident ray, normal ray, and reflected ray, including the point of incidence, lie on the same plane. So that's the actual point. So next topic is an image. So This will also we can understand with the help of a diagram only. We cannot understand it like this. First of all, I would like to tell you that this is the last topic for this lecture, the image, so please understand it properly. And I hope you are having your notebooks and pens to write the important points that I am dictating. So, and please listen carefully before writing anything. I'm not a professional, remember. So there you go, guys. Now let's understand the definition of image. First of all, let me dictate the definition. If light rays coming from a point after reflection meet at another point or appear to meet at another point, then the second point is called the image of the first point. Now, a bit confusing. Let's draw the diagram for this. Now, we can understand it later quite properly, but you know what are spherical mirrors or any mirror. Now, let's imagine that this is a mirror. This is called a concave mirror. I'm sorry, my drawing is not good, if so let's draw a line here. This is called principal axis. I'll explain it to you once again in the next lecture. So there you go. Now here is an object, right? This is an object. Now there you go. This is the first layer, first light ray come, and it gets reflected like this. Now there is a reflection of the first light ray, and let's that this is another light ray. I'm not saying that this is practically possible, so please note this. So they're joined at this point, right? There you go. So the image is formed over here. Now remember, I'm not saying this is practically possible. You cannot give this as an example. I'm just doing this to explain you all. Okay, now let's read the description of, or the definition of image. If the light rays coming from a point, these were the two light rays coming from this point or this object, after reflection. Now light rays come, this reflected here, reflected here. Now these two are reflected. After reflection, meet at another point. They're meeting here at this point, or appear to meet. I'll explain this appear to meet a bit later, or appear to meet at another point. This is that another point. Then the second point, this is the second point only, is called the image of the first point. So actually this is the image of this, right? So let's erase all of this stuff. Oh, my eraser should be big to erase such big things. There you go. Now it's time for the next one, right? For example, this is a circle. Now eraser, I just did it to get a nice mirror in front of you. Now this is a convex mirror. We'll read about it in the next class, don't worry. So there you go. This is the object again. I'm not saying it's practically possible again. So there you go. This is the first light ray coming from here, and it gets reflected in this direction. Now similarly, this light ray went there, and it got reflected in this direction. Okay, this direction, right? Now what happens is, these light rays cannot meet, can never meet if we extend them. This cannot meet, this cannot meet. So but they appear to meet like this, this dotted line. There you go. There they appear to meet at this point. We are extending this line backward. If we extend this line backward, these lines join here, and in reality they appear to be meet here. They are not actually meeting, remember, they are just appearing to meet here. So this is a virtual image. Now what is a virtual image? We'll do it now only. We are coming toward the types of mirror. Okay, types of mirror now. So types of mirror, right? Wait a minute, let me do the full screen. There you go. So we are doing types of mirror, not types of image. There's a real image and a virtual image. We did two we made two diagrams, one to represent a real image and one was virtual image. So the real image is the one in which the rays of light meet in reality, and the virtual image is the one in which the rays of light does not meet or appear to meet in reality. So when we have to extend a ray of light backwards, then the image is virtual, and when they meet after reflection, it's a real image. That's simple. So that's it for the day. We will do some more and more discussions later. I think next video will not be of physics, it will be of some other subject. I don't know, maybe of some of the two of social studies, right? So it's a goodbye from Mark Fletcher, and please leave a like, subscribe, comment. Thank you guys. Have a nice day.